Thank you all. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Cheyenne Fousen. I'll actually be your MC for today. We're going to keep the party going. You are all so appreciated for being here and participating in the grand opening of Clear Horizons facility. Thank you all. Give it up for yourselves. Thank you for being here. We are honored to have you here and to be able to support the community in this way. So I just want to start with letting you know how the day is kind of going to go. If you have a program in front of you, you should see the run-up show for today and the agenda. I also just want to take a moment to thank all of our nonprofits. If you are a nonprofit and you are in the room today, thank you for partnering with Clear Horizon. I know I've met some of you. If I have not, I will definitely meet the rest of you later. But can you please give it up for all of the nonprofits that Clear Horizon represents? You are all appreciated, and we are so excited to be the wraparound service for this community. We know that this is something that the community really needed, and we're happy to be able to provide this resource to the community. So thank you all so much for being here. So we're going to be welcoming our distinguished guests in a moment, but I want to talk about why mental health matters. And we all know that right now we are in a mental health crisis. And it is really important to have these type of resources and this type of facility here so that we can offer additional support to people, because everyone doesn't know what resources they need. We know that there is a number of people who are undiagnosed right now and they don't have access to the resources. So this facility allows us to be that resource, and partnering with all of you allows us to support Port Royal in an amazing way. So thank you so much, because this is something that was really needed, and now you guys have it, and it's going to be something that's going to be a major impact in this community. So thank you all. All right, so we're going to have a little change to our program. We would like you all to be able to grab your food now. So you guys can grab brunch first, and then we're going to get started with the rest of the agenda for today. So I know some of you saw all that great food there, and you were probably wondering when you were going to be able to get some. The time is now. Thank you so very much for your patience. Can we please get a round of applause for our distinguished guests? Thank you all so very much for being here and supporting this community. Really good. All right. Thank you all again for being here today and participating in the grand opening of Clear Horizon Forensic and Counseling Group's facility. Thank you. So as we're getting started, I started a little bit earlier, but I just want to take a moment to talk about why mental health matters and why this is important for this community and for this county. So mental health, as we know, relates to our overall well-being, and it is crucial that we have support as it relates to our mind, our body, and our spirit. And so without that support, and if we burn out, we're not able to do the things that we may want to do, and we're not able to do the things that we are capable of doing. So it's really important that we have facilities like this one to support those and their initiative, as well as be able to show up at work, show up for our families, and show up for our friends. So I want to just thank you guys, and I want you to think about what mental health means to you. So in this moment, just think about what it means to you and the impact that this facility will be able to have in supporting your personal intentions and what you know to be the intentions of the community. As you see, we have so many nonprofit partners here, and all of these partners are supporting in some sort of way, shape, or form this community. And this facility actually bridges the gap to then be the wraparound services. So I just want to, again, can you please give a round of applause to all of our nonprofit partners? You all are very necessary for the charge ahead. We know that right now we are in a mental health crisis, and if we don't have the right support, then people will suffer. And our community needs this more now more than ever. So I would like to actually take a moment to begin, and we're actually going to have our distinguished guest speak today, just briefly to talk about what this facility means to them and to the community.
Oh, logistics.
Is it okay? I asked Monica P. Royce. Cheryl.
All right, everybody good? We're settled? Okay, awesome. So I would like to start with our first speaker today, and this is going to be Mayor Cockrell. Can we please give it a hand for microphone to our mayor? And very key. She is an advocate for this community, and she has long-standing roots in this community. A lifelong resident of Fort Royal, graduating from Warren County High School. I'm not going to say the year. That will be rude. So we're going to say today she's a graduate and lifelong resident. Okay. So she holds a bachelor's degree from the University of Mary Washington and a master's degree from McDaniel College, formerly Western Maryland College. Lori has spent her 34-year career, 34 years. She's been doing this since she was 2 years old. That is dedication. Amazing. All right. She spent her career as an educator in Warren County and currently serves as the 5th grade family. I love that. At the Shoulder J. Barber Elementary School, Lori has devoted her career to serving the families of Warren County and sees her work as mayor of the town of Fort Royal as an extension of that service. She was an active supporter of her children's work and activity over their childhood years and continues to see the value in providing children with opportunities to represent their community with their talents. Thank you so much for being here, man. And I'll pass the mic to you.
Thank you very much. I'll make this brief. I know everybody's thoughts. No, I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to be here today. I will admit that I did not realize it was going to be quite this type of event, but it just tells me how committed this organization and Dr. Rosario is to our community. So normally on something like this, it's very quick, very brief, and so I'm just going to share with you why I'm so happy that you all chose Fort Royal to come and join us in our community. As a teacher, and really just as a mom and a community member, I often see things on the news, read things in the paper, and quite sadly, there's a lot of brokenness in this world. I used to say when something terrible was on, I would say to my husband, people are broken. And I don't know that that's the best way to describe it, but just maybe just to say that there's a lot of brokenness. And that generally doesn't come from a place that's anything that they asked for or they intended to be or that they chose. That it's usually life and circumstances and addictions and family dynamics and environments and things like that. So anytime you can have an organization or people as dedicated as they are to help people to fix their brokenness, to help them figure out how to get beyond the circumstances and to improve their lives. Recently, some people spoke on the council and they talked about how they repaired relationships and repaired their lives. So I just want to say thank you all for choosing us. Even this afternoon, hearing so much more about what you plan to do and your passion and employees. I think that this is just going to be a wonderful partnership with our community. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm Vice Mayor Amber Feikekol. It's my honor to be here and attending this event. As a lifelong resident, as somebody who's very proud to call Fort Royal Warren County home. It always makes me very proud when somebody chooses to open and operate a business or make Fort Royal their home. Growing up here, it is easy to see the sense of community and the pride in the community and what community really means. But when people from the outside see that, how you choose to be a part of it, it's very special. I am a mom of 6 kids, 3 of my own and 3 bonus kids. They're all preteens and teenagers. So when I first met Buckaroo's area, we instantly connected on an empathetic level of what it's like to be adult with teenage children, preteen children, and the needs in this community. And I'm somebody sitting here as a vice mayor today who was a lost and broken child in this community at one point, and I'm here to tell the children that are here that your circumstances do not define you. And for the adults here, you can always rewrite your story and choose a different path, and there are opportunities for equalness. And I'm gonna get emotional. We were having brunch. I didn't expect to what I did, and I'm grateful for Clear Horizon and the team of people that are involved. The passion exudes from them when they speak to you or speak about what they're doing here in the community. And I think it is such a welcome call. And I'm so grateful that we also saw a beautiful building be restored to its full potential. The garden is gorgeous. I work down the street and I'm driven by for the last week. And I woke up today. One of my daughters and I were getting ready and I said, they're going to be tired today. They've been to work the last week and it shows. So thank you for choosing Hat Oil and thank you for choosing our children and our community care.
Hi, Linwood Town Council, Florida. Like the mayor and vice mayor said, I'm a lifelong resident here, Crown Gulf, Royal, Warner County. My home. We have a lot of challenges in our community, we know that. And have had a Clear Horizon join us, and now have another ally to help our community heal, help some people with their brokenness. I'm proud to be part of the county council, including the mayor, vice mayor, Councilwoman Vivalika Payne, who is unanimous voted to approve 3 recovery houses here in the past for people who want praise God, for people who want help. And we've heard stories. These people have come forward in a public hearing. We told their life story of misery, brokenness, prison time. And now they have found a way through these recovery houses to join society, get John's men broken relationship, add families once again, the women in many cases getting their children back. So Clear Horizon going in our community is a huge asset to move forward with the resources that we need here. And we see it through law enforcement, Salvation Army deal on a daily basis, many of these other agencies that you see up here with the shelters and helping kids. This community needs help, and they're here to do it. I was here a week ago, a little early, and the transformation that's taken place in here is nothing short than remarkable. I hope when you get a chance you will tour it. And again, in the bottom of my heart, welcome to welcome.
Thank you.
You're listening, and thank you to the APA Sheriff Colors from the South River District, Supervisor of the Ward Supervisors. And I'm going to be very honest. I'm nothing that fear rising other than what the chamber sent out, and I wrote a lot to see my lane to learn a lot more. So I'm opening my phone door to learn more from you, but your enthusiasm is contagious, to say the least. Listening to what you want to offer now and what you hope to offer in the future, and much needed car community. I'm born and raised here. Little with years, but you regulate from one county.
Oh, about 100 years, sure. 1972, I'm proud of it. 1976.
I'm 77. so in Cape Negative, some lead out a year.
I'm 85. I'm proud. I'm lesbian.
I graduated from Skyline.
Baby. But just immunity means the world, yeah, but means the world to everybody that's up here. And to have this recommend and Father, well, man, really inspiring to be over the years because we don't know how to do it. So I'm very grateful too, and very appreciative that we built it this area. And I'm looking forward to all of these groups working together to support you and for the nursing community. Because no matter what, we consuming of this community are each, and it takes ability, villages, a lot of things here. You just need to support each other, come together, and build a community with what we all want to be. And prayer rise, and I think that's it's on your rising. So thank you very much.
Hi, I am Crystal Fun and the Sheriff of Warren County. I appreciate some things that were said tonight. I have always lived my life that I am not going to be effective of my circumstances. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I did grow up in government housing and government cheese. No. Yes. Okay. Somebody. I was not on the right side of the law. It was one of those things that had a lot of free time and not a lot of parental control. And I would say that a lot of people are very surprised that I grew up with in high school that this is the career path that I ended up on. It was not anything that when I was growing up and I thought I was going to get up. Even it was laughable at that time. But we never know where our journeys are going to take us. And the people that are going to step in and to change the path and the journey that you thought you were going to be on and where you're going to end up. My journey is not done yet. And it has taken many, many, many paths. And it's taken people like this group, like group characterizes, to reach out and to at least catch one person and then in Hallward. Team sports kind of led me on a path in this direction of I need that energy outlet. I needed that team support. I needed a way to get out of the town and go to college, and that's the only way back. And I'm very appreciative for that coach in particular, Coach Kramer. He was very hard on me. He yelled at me. I cried. I thought he was picking at me. A victim of that for me, but he got me out of that real quick. Law enforcement, I've been in it for 23 years since she survived a run boil. I started out in domestic violence as the domestic violence coordinator. I was on the board with the Peace Project. I've worked with One Coalition, reaching out now. A lot of organizations and our community needs this. The long warranty calls for service that I go on, for the cut. It's a lot different than the calls for service that we're currently going on. We go to a lot of mental health calls that people are in crisis. And I don't think that our legislation has caught up with everything that Congress is active to do. So having third horizons come in here and help on for the, because we are not mental health experts, but we're accepted to be mental health experts. But knowing that we have partnerships that we can work together on this and fix the generation issues that we see at program. I see the same names over and over. I'm going 4 years in. So now we're talking about kids and grandkids, stuff like that I used to deal with. So thank you. I'm very appreciative of all the hard work of everybody here that took time to come out here. It shows that you care. It shows that we're going to come together. It shows that we're coming with solutions. Right, I get it.
Hi, everybody's cop. Do you hear me? I'm Melissa. Do you hear me? Okay. I'm Melissa, the Dominican I'm on the Cal Council. One of the biggest things to keep people from wanting the treatment is stigma. About how they think that people are perceiving them or judging them because they're NGO. And I would share that, I was born with leukemia parents, and so I knew dermatitis too after my mother died of divorce or separated. My father has schizophrenia, and so the impact, and he got it from the in the 60s. I was a piece of it, I'm sure. But anyway, when your life starts out like that, you have some barriers. And all the difference for me, well, I found school. That's why I'm so highly educated, because I just kept going back to try to figure out what's going on. But what really makes a difference through the resilience in life, no matter what life throws at you. And life throws these at everyone. I always see my kids, what's the difference between us and rich people? They have more money. Their life is not easy. Everybody has a day. And what makes the difference is having you connect and have good experiences with people around you. It can lead you to a different direction. When I came looking for this place today, it's early morning, I had the address, and I'm looking over and I'm thinking, well, I don't see anything. Well, guess what? I was looking the wrong way. And I just needed to go and change my perspective and figure out really where today. But what I really want to say is, this experience here today, this is like the best wedding I've been to, in a while. It's classy, it's beautiful, the food is great, the people are lovely, they give you wonderful experiences, and that's what people need, because if they don't get that, if they do, when we go to treatment, as somebody was talking about earlier, they go to a hospital and, basically they're doped up or they're around people that are dangerous where they deal with fear, they're not going to return to treatment. So it's really important that we have places like this that can provide a wonderful experience for people, a connection that will allow them to be resilient. The most important thing to me, I spent my whole life in nonprofits and stuff like that. The most important thing to me is that people reach their full potential. It's just the logical thing. We are here for a purpose. And I want to make sure that everybody has the resources they need to get to where they need to be. And thank you for doing that. And you may not be able to do it forever, but as long as you're able to do it and pass it upon, let someone else do it for a while. Keep the faith and keep helping people, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Y'all, Mom, it's happening. Oh, it's because you're so fine.
Thank you so much to our distinguished speakers. We really appreciate it. There isn't a better group of individuals to support the community of Front Royal than this group. Can we do another round of applause? Would really happen like people to support a community who actually really understand what the community needs through lived experiences. Those people can be the best advocates for that community. That is someone who has not always been through it. So thank you all for sharing your journey. And now I'm going to pass the mic to Ms. Johnson, who will be speaking about We Love You.
Good afternoon, everyone. You hear me? Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for joining us here today.
You hear? Is this him?
Good. Thank you all so much for joining us here today. My name is Dr. Johnson, and I have the privilege of serving as the Public Affairs Director and Communications Consultant for Pure Horizons Forensic and Counseling. It is truly an honor to welcome Lawkers Day at such a meaningful and restored occasion. At the heart of Pure Horizons' mission is a remarkable leader, someone whose life, work, and body has resilience, vision, and stays. Dr. Matthew Rosario is the founder, CEO, and clinical director of Pure Horizons. A proud native of Brooklyn, New York,
Dr. Rosario's journey from his youth to military service to doctorate level leadership is nothing short of extraordinary. He served in the United States Navy with distinction for 10 years, including a role at the Pentagon supporting global operations for the Chief of Naval Operations. Academically, he holds multiple advanced degrees, including a doctorate in psychology, specializing in criminology and justice studies. As a certified substance abuse counselor, sex offender treatment provider, and resident in counseling, Dr. Rosario leads a team that provides culturally responsive, trauma-informed services for some of our most vulnerable populations. But beyond the credentials and the accomplishments, Dr. Rosario is a builder of people, programs, and pathways to heal. It is now my great pleasure to introduce the driving force behind this work, a visionary and a leader committed to the well-being of this community. Please give it up for Dr. Matthews Rosario.
Hello, testing. I want to go ahead and test because I feel like sometimes when we're talking to Mike, you don't know whether or not to be close to the mic or be far from the mic. Can everybody hear me? Okay. I want to take this moment before I go into the speech, to thank everyone who has come here today to celebrate this milestone here at Clear Horizons Forensic and Counseling Group. In addition, I would like to thank all of the nonprofits that I was able to sit down with over the past couple of months to understand the disparities and the support that is needed for the community. So I want to tell you guys, thank you, and we are here to support. So let's go ahead and give a round of applause to all of the nonprofits that have been here to support. Thank you for being here today. I want to extend a special welcome to Mayor Lori Quadro, Vice Mayor, community partners, members of Town Council, and neighbors who have supported us in this journey. Today is a celebration, not just of a new building, but of new beginnings and second chances. My name is Dr. Matthew Rosario, and I have the honor of serving as the Chief Executive Officer and Clinical Director of Clear Horizons Forensic and Counseling Group. This day is personal to me, not just because it marks our expansion, but because I know deeply what it means to struggle, to feel unseen, and to need someone to believe in your future before you believe it in yourself. This is why this facility is more than a professional milestone. It is a fulfilled mission and a promise to this community. We are here, and we are with you. Our vision and our philosophy has grown over the course of 2 years. And as we have expanded, Clear Horizon was built on a vision that sees beyond labels, files, and someone's past. We serve individuals and families navigating trauma, mental health, substance use, and involvement with the justice system, many of whom have been told that they are too far forgotten and gone. That will not happen anymore while Clear Horizon is here. We are greatly essential. But we do not believe that. We do not see broken people. We see stories. We see resilience. We see the flicker of light that remains in every soul and in every privilege, and we have the privilege to help nurture that light back into a flame. We all have that light in the flame within us. Never give up. We are resilient. We are challenges. Our logo tells the story. The human figure holding the scales represents balance, not just the justice system, but the emotional and psychological balance. Every client is walking that thin line between accountability, hope, and a new beginning. The three red pillars stand for restoration, resilience, and reintegration, the foundation of our treatment model. The logo was intentionally made. We didn't pay anyone, we intentionally made this logo. The arc represents hope we strive to achieve with each client. The blue invokes calm, safety, and trust, and the red stands for the urgency of transformation. We are proud that this facility allows us to confront one of the greatest challenges, mental health. We now offer specialized treatment for adolescents and young adults, providing not just therapy, but mentorship, structure, and compassionate accountability. These early interventions can interrupt generational cycles because we will break the cycle. Mental health is the responsibility of the community. I'd like to talk about our community partners with Dr. Marcel Levels and Supreme Healing, where we'll be able to provide mental health skill building and medication management to extend the reach beyond Clear Horizons. But one of the most special part about this facility is the Garden of Grace, named in the memory of three women important to me, Carmen, Casilda, and Jacqueline. Their strength, love, and faith are rooted in who I am. The garden is both a tribute and a living memory of what is possible when we nurture growth. Here, our clients and youth and adults will plant, tend, and harvest not just vegetables and herbs, but hope, confidence, and renewal. Because like seeds, people flourish when given care, patience, and a chance to grow. The garden represents the new beginning of Clear Horizons. As a clinician, it is our duty and my responsibility to understand, learn, and overcome. I have sat with people in the grip of addiction, navigating reentry after incarceration, and overcoming buried trauma. What I have learned again and again is that healing is possible when treatment is spiritually competent, human-centered, and community-supported. We cannot do treatment without the community. We have to care and understand that the opportunities that we face, we can rise above. Whether it is an adult navigating reentry and a youth battling addiction, or the mother overcoming trauma to reunite with her children, we see the light in each of them and hold it with them until they can carry it on their own. We will hold clients responsible, we will hold them accountable, and we are here to let them know that they are not forgotten. As I begin to close, and before we go ahead and move to the ribbon cutting, I would like to send a special thank you to the Clear Horizons staff for working digitally on this project over the past 6 months. But traditionally, like every grand opening, we worked through the night in order to get this facility and this event off the hit. We had some rain, but the rain did not beat us. We went through the rain, and the military came out a little bit because I was like, we were authorized to work in the rain, and we worked through it. So let's go ahead and give a round of applause to the Clear Horizons team for playing this together. The journey is long. The journey is long, but this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. And we are here to support the community. We are here to provide a humbling stretch to help support the crisis in which has been told to us. We are here to support the populations that people have forgotten because we have not forgotten them. Our building, and when I say our building, because it is our building, it is the community's building. As being the first comprehensive treatment facility that focuses on at-risk youth, substance abuse, and mental health, we will be the difference. We will make the change. We have nurse practitioners, therapists, and case managers, and we will serve. We will overcome the challenges, and we are here to be a part of your community. I'd like to take this time to thank each and every one of you for coming this morning, afternoon, and I really wish that we as a community will continue to come together to support the crisis, because the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rosario, and our distinguished guests. I just want to make sure that we are also highlighting one nonprofit that was not mentioned, and that is Reaching Out Now. They don't have a banner, and we are so thankful for their support today. Thank you so much.
All right, so I'm not going to use the mic. I'm going to talk, and then we're going to cut. And then if you guys would like to come in 10 to 15 at a time to walk through and see the space, you're more than welcome to do. In normal tradition, we usually have the chamber here, but we're going to have Mayor Lori fill in for that position. And so how I kind of want to begin this is because we would not be here without an individual and without Charles Baltimore. He single-handedly prepared this building for us. The floors that you're going to see, the paint that you're going to see, that is his work. Yes, it took us long, but the attention to detail and the meticulously was so great that I could not just say this was a Clear Horizons thing. This was a community approach. He was able to gather the youth of our community to help for the concrete that you guys are standing on, the rails that you guys are seeing, the flowers that are into the dirt. He gathered a team of youth of anywhere between, I think it was like 10 to 12, might be a little bit more of that, to come together to get this building. When we talk about community, this is what we are talking about. Coming together, doesn't matter the difference, to bring education and real life trades. Therapy does not have to happen in an office. Therapy does not need to happen from a couch. The therapy in which that he provided the youth by teaching them the trades of the concrete, planting, and actually mounting the TVs on the wall, that is therapy. There is not much, no amount of money and gratitude that I can give you, but what I would like to do is award you the Clear Horizons Service Excellence Award to Charles Bolcom. Hey, do never cut up. So what I'm going to invite Charles to do, since he did help get this building in honor of this celebration for him, because he took pride and joy to get this building together, I invite Charles to come to cut the ribbon with the mayor. Everybody happy? Okay, I come. I guess. All right.
So normally the way the chamber does this is we count down 3, 2, 1, and then after 1, you're going to cut it. So I know you've all heard lots of speeches in the back, but just want to say again, on behalf of the town of Front Royal, we're so excited you're here. I look forward to a long relationship with you, and I've been through the building already. You're a master, that's for sure. It looks wonderful, it does. So, all right, is everybody ready? Yes. 3, 2, 1.
Dr. Rosario will call you Matthew.
Yes, you know how to call me Matthew. That's fine.
Here
yes, many times.
And I was kind of surprised to see you're going to be in Front Royal.
Yeah.
On a more permanent basis.
Yes.
Your ribbon cutting was great, and I really appreciate you giving Charles Baltimore that shout.
Yes.
He did a lot of work. You can see it.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your vision.
My vision, great. So Clear Horizons Forensic and Counseling Group Core is founded on cultural competency within mental health services. So the idea behind the building was to bring resources to the committee after sitting down and listening to the nonprofits, and the disparities are there are no comprehensive treatment facilities here. So we decided to be that difference and to make that change. So Clear Horizons Forensic and Counseling Group has created a youth substance abuse and adult substance abuse program that is geared to stabilization. It is not that they're going to come here and spend only an hour a week with us. They will be here 3 to 4 to 5 days with us, up to 4 to 5 hours. In order for us to make a difference, we need to change the way in which we think of mental health. Mental health is derived based on trauma. And it's very important to understand that coming here for an hour is not enough. So being able to have a facility in Front Royal that is able to provide comprehensive community-based counseling and mental health is going to change the trajectory of people's lives. And like Vice Mayor said, to start to break the cycle of generational curses.
Yeah. When you mentioned that, I'm thinking to see on television, everything happens in an hour.
Yes.
It doesn't.
It does not. It doesn't. And it's unrealistic, right? Maybe back in the 1990s, an hour worth of therapist time was good enough. But now people have real world problems. We are in a climate where we do not have mental toughness. And so here at Clear Horizons, we will develop that mental toughness in order for you to become resilient. We are not judging you when you come here. We are here with open arms to say, hey, we are here. We see you. We are supporting you. And we are here to stay.
Oh, you have a website?
I do. So we do have a website. It is www.chfcounselinggroups with an S at the end. You can go there for referrals. You have our phone numbers there as well. Or we do accept walk-ins. So while we are open here from 9 to 6, you are more than welcome to come in for services and meet with the medication manager, nurse practitioner, the therapist, or the case managers for care.
Anthony, I really appreciate you coming to our community, and we wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.